Hello everyone. Are you looking to build a good resume by yourself rather than depending upon your friends or someone else? Then this video is cooked meal for you. Well, we all know resume is heart of interview process. If you have good comment on your resume, mostly interviews yours. Yes, you heard it correctly. I'm saying it out of my personal experience. In the fresher level, interviewer mostly asks what we'll keep in the resume. So spend some time to create a resume by yourself. If you create by yourself, you automatically get command on your resume. By this time, you all may have a question like there are n number of resources available over the internet. Then why we need to see this video? Let me come to that. As I mentioned, this video is a cooked meal for you. Means I researched over the internet on behalf of you. In this video, we'll look at resume sections such as career objective, technical skills, project work, and so on. Also, what is the purpose of writing these sections and how we can write more effectively. These are the sections which I am talking about. Going forward, I'll use this template to explain each sections. The first section is contact details, which includes basic information such as email, phone number, and your name. Always double check after entering your email and phone number. The second section is career objective. Always keep your career objective short and sweet. And most importantly, you should aware of it. Let's say you don't remember your career objective properly because it was too long or you had copied it from somewhere else. In the worst case scenario, if the hiring manager asks you what is your career objective, then you may lose impression in the starting itself. So it's always better to use these kind of short career objective, like to work at reputed organization where I can enhance my skills and work for the growth of organization. See how simple it is. The next section is technical skills. Technical skills are abilities or knowledge that you're acquired during your learning process. Usually you will mention just a skill like core Java or HTML or let's say Oracle SQL. But this is not a good practice. Good practice is like that. If you take core Java, you need to mention all the key concepts of core Java. I'll tell what are the advantages by writing like that. Let's say you know core Java, but recruiter is searching for oops and threading as a keyword. Oops and threading are a part of core Java, but there is a chance of your hiring manager don't know this. In that case, your resume is out of phrase. So it's always recommended to list your key points of particular skill. And the second advantage is you can tell the hiring manager like I know the points which I mentioned in the resume. That's about technical skills. The next section is educational qualifications. So here you can mention your SSC percentage and school, same as inter, same with the BTech also. So this is about educational qualification section. And the next is achievements and certification in your resume. It gains impression from hiring manager, like you research something on that skill. If you don't have any certification, just skip this section. The next section is industrial visit and implantation. If you visited any, you can mention, otherwise you can skip this section as well. Next section is strengths and weaknesses. The strengths are the strongest points of your resume. If you include relatable strengths in your resume, the hiring manager will stop and take a notice of you. For example, you can use like I'm very much focused and dedicated to my work, easily adapted to work environment. I'm a quick learner and self-motivated person. Like that, you can add some good strengths. Comes to weaknesses, if you are mentioning any weaknesses, make sure that you are overcoming from that. Otherwise, you can avoid the weakness section also. Here comes the next section, project work. Project work is backbone of your resume. Tell me about your nowadays, tell me about your academic project is a common interview question. If you know about your project which you done in your graduation, well and good. If you don't know, here are the few tips how you can deal with it. Tips are, first, you should know how many modules your project have and which module you worked on and the skills which you used in the project. If you know these three answers, you can answer your academic project interview question. The next section is personal information. This contains your name, date of birth, hobbies, and area of interest. Hobbies, while mentioning hobbies, make sure that hobbies are like you should learn from it. And area of interest, you can mention. From my side, it's HTML web pages. You can mention whatever you want. And the next is languages know. Languages know like Telugu, Hindi, English, whatever you know, you can mention like this. And last, date and time. Few people put declaration at the end, but it's not required because the data which you are mentioning is yours. So you don't need to mention again like this data is best of my knowledge like that. So you can skip declaration, or if you want you can keep it. So this is about sections of a resume. Let's go back to PPT. Yes. So my next video, we are going to see about best websites to apply fresher jobs using this beautiful resume which we made now. If you want this template which I explained, you can mention in the comments with your mail. I'll send it to your personal mail. Thanks for watching. Signing off.